Today I will introduce you to the first to second episodes of the Korean drama 39. Cha Mi-zao, head of J dermatology, decided to take a year off to study golf in the United States because of his increasingly serious panic disorder. On this day, she was mistaken by a group of rich wives as a mistress, and accidentally entered the police station with her best friends Jeng Kanrong and Jang Juxi. Mi-zao takes this to warn Kanrong of becoming a mistress, because Kanrong has been in a relationship with her married ex-boyfriend Jin Jengzi, and is ambiguous as a friend. Mi-zao and her best friends regularly visit the orphanage, and get to know Kim Sun-woo, who has come to volunteer. Shan-yu meets Mi-zao again for helping with errands, and Mi-zao sends her favorite peony flowers as a thank you. After that, they unexpectedly met again at a concert, and the two who had a good impression of each other had a relationship like this. Shan-yu, who has long been in love with Mi-zao, wants to develop further with her, even if he hears that Mi-zao is going to the United States in the future. He expresses that he wants to meet again, and is willing to wait for her to come back. Jengzi was married to her son, but she still couldn't let go of her ex-girlfriend Changrong. The two often met for dinner and watching movies. Although there was no physical relationship, it was considered a spiritual infidelity. This kind of inexorable relationship made Kanrong quite tormented. Seeing that Jengzi and his wife were married, she understood that Jengzi could not divorce and be with her for the sake of her family. Changrong finally decided to draw a clear line with Jengzi. "I want to quit you." However, Jengzi was reluctant to bear Kanrong and kept coming to her. Mi-zao never imagined that the doctor who would take over the dermatology department for her for a year turned out to be Sun-yu, and she was a little embarrassed. On the other hand, Park Ho-jun, the president of the newly opened Chinese restaurant in the community, attracted Joo-hee's attention. She brought in Miso and Chan-young for identification, and found out that he already had a young, beautiful little girlfriend. Instead, she met Hyun-jun. The Shan-yu appeared, and with the assistance of her girlfriends, she successfully took Mi-zao home. When Mi-zao learned that Sun-yu was staying in Korea for her adopted sister, she told him that she was actually an adopted daughter, and also analyzed the reason for her sister's troubles for him, and the two got closer and closer. The girlfriends gossip about the interaction between the two, and have a hunch that Mi-zao should not be able to go to the United States. After a dinner party, Shan-yu confessed to Mi-zao through wine, "For the first time in 10 years, my heart has been moved. But you are going to the United States." The next day, I also sent a bunch of peony flowers to express my sincerity. However, Mi-zao received bad news. It turned out that she had taken her best friends for a health check, but now she was told that Chan-roon had a terminal illness, and it was still in an irreversible stage. Mi-zao didn't go to Changrong, but madly rushed to find Jengzi, grabbed his collar and cried, "It's all your fault. It's also my fault. It's our fault." The funeral scene reappears. It turns out that the person in the posthumous photo is Chan-roon. Mi-zao cried and fell to the ground in grief, and just came to find Jengzi's Sun-yu, who came to her side and held her hand gently. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel.